Okay, so before I move on to the next primer, which is the gray primer from Ammo Mig, I wanted to show off what the black one looks like after it dried. I gave it a good day's worth of drying, and here's what it looks like. And it's really nice and smooth. As the product states, it goes down nice and in one shot. Yeah, it looks really nice, especially. It almost feels like I'm looking at a lacquer-based paint primer, but it's way too smooth. Even smoother than what I remember. What do you call it? Alclad 2's black-based primer as well, because that one goes down as a gloss coat, but it doesn't look really nice because it has a weird texture to it, yet it's glossy. And it didn't pick up any particles in the air, so it looks really nice. So this is a good, perfect example. Let me show you some smaller parts here. Like here's the foot. So the coverage is nice and flat. Yeah, you see the red inside. It's going to be repainted red anyway. So that one's. Oh, actually, I'm taking some parts off because I'm going to need this for the for the standard Lupus. Here's another example right here. This is the yellow. Missed that part, but that's okay because it's going to be recovered up anyway. So this came out pretty nice as well. And then of course, might as well show this one. I sprayed the remaining part of the black on this guy. Yeah, I covered the eyes, which I'm going to remove, and I'm going to try something that somebody told me and commented on my channel on a couple of episodes ago. So I'm going to try that. But yeah, this came out really nice. It's a good solid black, flat black, nicely primed. I'm enjoying it. So let me try this now. Let me try the gray primer and see how it looks. Okay, so now we're going to work on the gray primer that I have here, the One-Shot Primer Gray by Ammo Mig. And learning from my mistakes with the black primer, I realized what I did wrong. And there's you don't need to thin this out. You really don't have to thin it, even with acrylic paint thinner. So I would recommend just painting it out of the bottle. And as a matter of fact, I have some parts here, as you can see, which I'm going to spray. Let's try it. The gray has amazing coverage on this. Once it dries, you'll see the result on this. We'll review that later on. Oh man, this thing is so nice. Pretty good on this guy. I'm really enjoying it. I have the PSI set to a little higher, up around 35. Didn't want to fuss around with the paint not coming out of the nozzle. This is not unlike my lacquer-based paint, so that sometimes it just begins to clog up inside the airbrush. This one comes out nice and powerful. Kind of hard to do this on this because, you know, even though it's stuck on this peg, I know it's just going to pop out soon, and part of it is because of the fact that I didn't have any more clips. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now, I am not painting this, or not priming this with the primer, because, well, this one's actually the parts for the, actually no, this is for the wreck, so yeah, I can paint the yellow here. I forgot about that. I'm thinking of something else which I'll have to explain later on. There we go. So the gray came out nice on that. Pretty good. Now, silly me, I thought I was recording and I forgot to hit record on my camera. That tends to happen every once in a year or so. But I've already painted all the white colors, or pretty much all the parts gray, as you can see here. It goes nice and smooth. It's an amazing coverage on this. Very, you know, I mean, I'm a big fan of gray parts, and even though this is a primer, it's not designed to be, you know, the actual base color. It's base, you know, primer, you could say. Did I say that correctly? I guess I didn't. But anyway, so seeing this is really nice. I can't wait to use more of this. Since I have no more parts to paint, the last thing I'm going to paint is this guy. I might as well. Yeah, you get a great face. See how well it is? It looks really nice. One thing I'm not going to have to worry about the Barbatos Lupus and the Lupus Rex is their head is completely covered in the back, unlike the original Barbatos. So I was like worried I have to sand down the back head, and realizing, well, there's no need to, because you're not going to see the back head. Alright, I'm going to actually stop right here, because I'm going to let that upper part of the body dry, so I can, later on when it dries, I'm going to spray the bottom part. Okay. I might as well begin working on this one, because this is going to be painted as well. So the primer is nice. For those of you who like to use acrylics, I'm going to wait until the whole thing dries out, and then we will begin painting the colors on this kit, these kits, excuse me. First up, I think we'll begin with the Rex. Okay, so now we're going to be working on the Rex. I know I should have done the Lupus first, but I want to do a straight painting build first before I do the metallic build on the regular Lupus, considering that my closer, you could say. And I wanted to paint the inner frame of this, even though this is primed with the standard top coat, that one-shot primer, I mean, by MIG. I was prepared to pull out my gunmetal and gunmetal the fuck out of this. But then I said to myself, I want to try the. I was in debate of what I'm going to do for inner frame, and the fingers, I know I'm going to be painting. I'm going to test out lacquer on this soon, because I know I'm planning to do a reverse wash with the fingers, but for now I want to do the remaining body. And for that, I'm going to paint it, not with gunmetal from Alclad 2, but the gunmetal that I got from AK Interactive, Extreme Metal. Now, when I first got this, it cost me a real expensive bottle. They told me that low PSIs, kind of like Alclad. So, all right, fair enough. I'm going to do low PSIs. Now, guys, I don't know how this paint will react to this. This is my first time trying this. It's got enough light here so you guys can see. So hopefully this will come out great. And if not, if I fuck this up, well, at least you guys see what I did and I'll have to fix it. We'll begin with this area here. Give it a little blast first of air just to remove whatever particles that are on it. And I put it at 15 PSIs. So I'm just going to give it a little passy here and there. Oh my god. This looks... let's lift your arm up a bit so I can get you under there. Wow. Wow. This almost simulates like when you take a kit and you first, give it a black background, a black base, and you take chrome, whether it's lacquer or acrylic, but you dry brush it. You put it on, you use a brush, you dry brush it until a little bit of the pigments are there. Oh, I used up all the paint. All right, cool. And you're just speckling it on the kit. That is what this simulates. Hold on, we gotta put more in this. Oh, there it is. I'm just using small dabs on this. I don't want to fill up the reservoir. I just want to do a little bit at a time, just a tad. Get it in areas where I can't see. Ooh. Wow. Oh my God, where the hell where have you been all my life? I love this. You guys know that I'm a sucker for metallic or chrome or anything like that. Obviously this is great for like inner frame work type things. We all know that. You guys love painting inner frames in metallic forms where it's going to be shown through the armor. But wow. AK Interactive, you now have a new customer, because I am going to buy more bottles. Oh, I know that's yellow, so I'll just avoid that. Like I was avoiding the hands. All right. Well, you know what? This came out amazing. Simply amazing. It's a Supposedly this is an enamel-based paint. But maybe there's very limited. I mean, you don't smell the enamel like on standard enamel paints that I've painted before, like Tamiya's Master. What was it? I forgot the name of the, but you know what I mean. Not from Tamiya. Excuse me, from Testors. Yes, I said Testors. What am I talking about? Sorry, I'm too busy googling over this. All right, let's just. All right, see, this is actually really nice. It's so subtle. I only used very little, but I like it. I really do. So I'm getting in the areas of the joints and the chest area, the head. Not much is going to be shown other than the more important areas like the manipulators, the parts of where the umbilicals are, and stuff like that. So, okay. Good choice of me getting this. And I'm going to look into getting more bottles of this in the near future. Not that I don't like Alclad too. Just, you know, you want to try something completely different. Wow. Really nice. Alright. Cool. I like it. Great. I'm going to let it dry. I don't know how long it dries, but I'm, you know, letting it dry, put it into the side while I work on the next color. So let me move on to the next color.